Do you want to get a taste of the prison life?
No, ma'am.
Then you need to start making better decisions and don't use your age as an excuse.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am. My grandma is.
All right, where's your grandmother?
She's back there.
Hi, he's still using marijuana.
Didn't know.
I'm sorry?
I didn't know.
Yes. So that's what's going on. He really is not on the path to change his life. This is what I'm seeing from you. You are saying what you want, you think you want people to hear. And guess what? You're old enough to know that you should not have been speeding and having your friend hang out the side of the window while you're speeding. You know what ends up happening? Then people end up getting ejected from cars and people are boohooing and crying about their baby. And then you're before me crying, oh, I didn't think this would ever happen. Young people want to use their age and inexperience to get out of things, but they want to do adult things and do crazy things. As much technology that is at young people's fingertips now, you know that doing donuts in an F-150 is not a good idea. Is there an application in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Going to show you what's entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Going to show you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Mr. Ritter, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of evading arrest, detention in a vehicle? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
We've been able to discuss this case, Your Honor, yeah.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe that.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Ritter, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. This will run concurrent with 713397. State will take into consideration 713398. And you agree to forfeit the firearm. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have been any such motions?
No, Your Honor, none that.
Showing you outside the agreement. State is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 4 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Your Honor, I offer State's Exhibit 1 in the attachments.
No objection.
All right, you may continue to confer.
Thank you, Judge.
Showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. Just that Mr. Ritter picked up these charges shortly after he graduated high school. He made some very bad decisions that he's taken responsibility for. I would tell you that in knowing him for the past few months since our representation, he has seemed to be different than the first time he walked in. I do believe that this was a very tough lesson for him to learn with the arrest at such an early age, but I do believe that he is working to. Sorry. But I do believe that he is working to make amends for those. He's maintained a close relationship with his family who's here, and they're ensuring that he's walking a straight path so that nothing like this happens again. He's also considering joining the military at some point after these cases are closed out. But I would just offer that I do believe that he is on the right path since this arrest.
How old are you?
18.
If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Just marijuana, that's it.
All right, see, he's not on the right path. He's doing this just marijuana, that's it. Are you still driving?
No, I don't drive that often. I don't have a car right now.
All right, so that F-150, did you pay for that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, how much did you pay for it?
It was in my mom's name. I was just making the payments for her.
So you didn't really pay for it?
Not fully, but I was the one covering the payments and the insurance.
And where were you working to cover those insurance payments?
Excuse me?
Where were you working?
At Comanche Trace. It's a golf course in Kerrville.
Do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
So what do you spend your time doing?
Right now, I just work and that's it. 'Cause I have long hours.
So are your parents here? Because that truck is top heavy. You know that speeding, doing U-turns. I read the police report. They thought you almost caused an accident or were going to cause an accident. And I guarantee you, nobody was wearing their seat belts and being good drivers and having their hand on the steering wheel properly, right?
Mm.
And that speeding that you were doing was putting everybody's life in danger.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
again, if you would have ended up hitting someone, killing someone, you know what ended up happening? Yeah, they would have sued your parent, whoever that name that truck is in, they would have sued them. They would have sued you. They would have sued your insurance company. And who knows, maybe you'd be going to prison.
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't know if you would be able to survive prison. All right. This is what the court is going to do. There's a $500 fine that is going to be probated. There's to be no driving. Where do you work? Do you
Comanche
still
Trace.
work?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're gonna have to take the VIA bus. He needs to take the VIA bus. He needs to start learning things, grandmother. Oh, well, he's gonna have to Uber to something. He should not be driving. All right, so there's no driving for him. He's gonna do the defensive driving course. Hopefully you can pass that class without driving. And counsel, I'm not gonna consider allowing him to drive until at least 8 months have passed. This is run concurrent with 713397. Taking consideration County Court Cause number 713398. You to forfeit the firearm. And who is what this is Fabian Butler to you?
I stopped talking to him completely.
Now my question is, who is he to you?
He was a friend.
All right, there's to be no contact with Fabian Butler. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And I will tell you, I understand when you're working at a golf club, what do you do?
I'm a greenskeeper.
All right, you hear people talking. People always want to say they're a big shot. I've been around golfers, but I will tell you where they are in life, they had to work to get there.
Yes, ma'am.
Some didn't have to work to get there. It's their trust fund, baby, or whatever.
Yes, ma'am.
But some actually did have to work to get there. So when you hear them talking about what they have and what they're doing, just know that some of them had to get there through hard work. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you watch Caddyshack, you'll know that it's not all fun and games. I know you've never seen Caddyshack,
No.
but all right. There's going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. We're going to do the UA hotline test for levels. Those marijuana levels have better start going down.
Yes, ma'am. They will.
If those levels go up, there's going to be a motion to revoke filed against you. Yes, miss? Oh, probation is going to explain that to him. Probation is going to explain it to him, okay? So there's going to be a UA hotline test for levels. 120 hours of community service restitution. I'm not waiving those hours. You need to do those hours. Probation, do a TAP evaluation. And I'm going to want 90 sober meetings in 90 days. Probation, is there anything else?
Judge, he does live in Kerr County, which is,
Far away.
so are you allowing transfer?
Yes. So there'll be a transfer to Kerr County. Anything else, probation?
Okay.
Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful on this probation?
No, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry. And one other thing, it's 4 years deferred adjudication.
Would it eventually?
They were to come back, what? All right. To the grandmother in the audience, is there anything else he needs?
No.
All right, thank you. Thanks for coming down.
Thank you.
You're lucky your grandmother loves you.
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. In this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know about it. If you feel like they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court.
Yes, ma'am.
And do not be out there causing chaos and havoc for the population. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Just remain in court. Probation will go over conditions.
10 minutes in, and this courtroom just flipped. A teenage thrill ride in a lifted truck has turned into a lifetime lesson on consequences. He says it was just marijuana. He says he's on the right path. But even his own grandmother couldn't hide the truth. One bad decision with a truck full of friends could have ended in funerals instead of probation. If you were the judge, would you trust he'll change? Tell us below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more real courtroom moments like this.
I told you, Mr. Lopez, depending on what happens in this case would be 100% up to you. If there were no problems at the jail, if you were on your medications, then I would have more options. All right, we're going to go on the record in 2020 CR 8725, State of Texas versus Adolph Lopez. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Okay.
Will Brooks for the defendant, Mr. Lopez.
And are you Mr. Lopez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you entered a plea of true to number 48. The court found 48 true, and then it was recalled for today. Defense, for the record, do you have updates for the court?
Yes, Your Honor. I did verify this morning with the staff at University Health that takes care of the medical supervision for the inmates that Mr. Lopez has been taking both of his medications since our last sentence.
And then defense, off the record with the state present, you informed the court that the inpatient that we had planned for Mr. Lopez, or that he had previously been in, is really not, is detrimental to his mental health.
I very much believe that, Judge. I believe Mr. Lopez is struggles with that confinement, this set of rules, and he's not successful in that structure. And for that reason, Judge, that's why we're seeking revocation with recommendation was the minimum.
I'm sorry, I believe the recommendation was.
The minimum.
Yes, Judge, I believe it was a two-year rec, Judge.
Yes, and then the court was not going to do the 2 years because I felt that Mr. Lopez had not been successful. But once defense counsel and state explained to me the state of limbo that he's been in and how this has been detrimental to his mental health, because I do note for the record that he does have mental health issues. And the court wanted proof that he was compliant with his medications and that there was a plan once he was released from custody. And we do have a plan in place where he can contact Center for Healthcare Services.
Judge's plan is to go live with his uncle, who's offered to take him in. And obviously I've suggested to him that he needs to continue to take his medications, because when he does not, he devolves fairly quickly. So he's told me that he's planning to do that.
All right. And Mr. Lopez, are you asking me to follow the agreement reached between the state and your counsel for 2 years in the prison? You need to say yes or no.
Yes.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So what the court will do is the court then will grant the motion, find you guilty, revoke, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. Is there any successful completion of any inpatient?
He did not successfully complete the inpatient program, Judge, but his time is such that day for day, he has in excess of the sentence itself.
Okay. All right. So Mr. Lopez, I'll show that the judgment then is satisfied, but here's what's going to end up happening. Because this is TDC, they're still going to transfer you to TDC, make sure you have the credit for all the time, and they're going to process you there and then release you. Normally, that's how it works. Now, TDC may call the jail and say something else. No, you can just release him from the jail. It just really depends. And I have absolutely no control over whether they transfer you to the prison and release you from there, or whether they release you from the Bexar County Jail. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review this document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question of what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Lopez,
Yes.
you now know you have mental health issues, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I understand. I've worked with a lot of people who have mental health issues. They get on their medications. They're doing great. They're thinking clearly. And then they say, why am I on these medications? And they just stop taking them. That's a bad thing to do. Or either they take the medication because they say, I don't like the way it's making me feel. Maybe I'm sluggish, or maybe it's making me sick, and they stop taking medication. What you always need to do is call your doctor, let your doctor know about side effects, and talk to people. All right, so your counsel has filed a motion to withdraw. Are you going to hire an attorney?
No, I'm done on Monday.
Oh, well, this is your attorney.
Thank you.
All right, I'll hear your motion, but I mean, you're his attorney. I see you saying here that there's a lack of communication. You need to talk to her. Here's the thing. I've been a defensive attorney. I've been a prosecutor. You know what ends up happening? In this court, I require that the state tender an offer. When people get an offer, sometimes, guess what? They get upset. And you know what they say? How dare you give me this offer? You need to do better. The offer is what the offer is.
That's
that-
exactly what, excuse me, that's exactly what was the case.
All right,
I
so
wasn't
now,
having a lack of-
let me stop you there. Don't go into the facts of your case with me. So this is what offers mean. Offers are sort of like a potential contract. Defense will go to the state, ask for an offer. State will give them the offer. You can think the offer is ridiculous, but I always tell people, don't say that, because I want everyone to communicate respectfully, right? So when the state gives the offer to the defense attorney is required to tender it to you. And you know what your choices are? You can say, you know, this offer is ridiculous, I'm rejecting it. Or you can say, you know what? This offer is ridiculous, I'm rejecting it, but I will accept probation, or I will accept A, B, or C. And then guess what? Your attorney will go to the state and say, you know what? My client is rejecting your offer, but my client is willing to accept A, B, or C. That's called a counter offer. And then you know what the state can say? Mentally, they can think that's a ridiculous counter offer, but okay. And guess what their choices are? They can either say, yes, we will accept your counter offer, or they can say no. And they can send your attorney back and say, no, we're not accepting his counter offer. And guess what? This is the only offer we're making, and we're not going down from our offer. And then guess what? Your attorney will come back to you, and your attorney will say, well, the state is rejecting your counter offer. They say they're only going to offer you A, and they're not changing their mind about offering you A. Then guess what your decision is? Either you're accepting that offer or not. Either you're going to trial or not. Or who knows? Maybe you want to plea open to the court and let me make a decision if they come to an agreement that you can plea open to the court. But you don't get an offer from your attorney and then, oh, I want a new attorney. That's not how it works. If you want another attorney, guess what? You go out, you retain an attorney. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So communicate with your attorney respectfully.
The second case feels completely different, but the stakes are just as high. Here, the battle isn't over drugs or speeding, it's over a mind that betrays its own owner. The judge knows this cycle too well. Take the meds, feel better, then stop, and everything collapses. Prison time is ordered, but the real sentence is lifelong. Stay stable or spiral back into chaos and cuffs. Do you think our system truly protects people with serious mental health struggles, or just manages them? Drop your thoughts in the comments and make sure to like and subscribe for the next twist.
Yes, Ronald. All right, for some reason, let me see. Ah, here it is. It's hidden. All right, court is calling 2023 CR 9100, State of Texas versus Ernest Fernandez. Can I have the parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar with the state of Texas.
Defense?
Juan Aguilera.
Are you Mr. Fernandez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
I have your honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Fernandez, I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, your honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Judge.
Mr. Fernandez, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that with your attorney?
Yes,
Did
Your
you
Honor.
understand it? Did you
Yes, Your Honor.
sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated, third or more? That is a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Off the record for a moment. This is an application. Okay. All right, we're back on the record. Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
In my opinion, he is, Your Honor, and he was.
Mr. Fernandez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a
100%.
U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishments be assessed at 4 years in the prison. There's $1,000 fine. State recommends community supervision. There's to be the DWI intervention, VIP, and ignition interlock for half the term. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Judge.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that with your attorney?
Yes, Your
Did you understand it? Did you
Yes,
sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
We did file motions and judge, and those were favorable, ruled favorably to us, so we have nothing to.
Okay. Showing you outside the agreement, state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 4 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours of community service restitution, 2-year driver's license suspension, 30 days house arrest in lieu of 10 days in the Bexar County Jail. Did you understand those are recommendations by the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
State, any evidence?
State officer, the one and all Paxton.
No objection, Your Honor.
You may continue to confer. Showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and judgments? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same.
30 minutes in, and this courtroom has turned into a warning label for every just one drink driver. This isn't his first DWI, it's his third. A dying friend, a sick wife, a stressful life. He reaches for alcohol every time the pressure spikes. The judge gives him a lifeline, probation, treatment, GPS instead of jail, all so he can care for his wife during chemo. But one more night of comfort drinking could destroy a family and a stranger's life. Should repeat drunk drivers ever get another chance at probation? Comment your verdict, and remember to like and subscribe for more courtroom breakdowns.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Judge. In this situation, I think if the court would know that the last judge, but the last time he was back in 2009. Mr. Fernandez is employed. He works at the VA and the building maintenance department. He's been there for a period of time.
4 years. 4 years.
I believe he's also a veteran. He's had he works this particular situation that occurred. He just lost a friend, and I think he was finding solace in drinking alcohol, and it's not something that is prevalent in his life, doesn't really happen all the time. This is just a one occasion. Judge, one of the situations that Mr. Fernandez is now, I think, looking at, his wife was just diagnosed with breast cancer.
Breast cancer.
Breast cancer.
She started chemo today.
So she's undergoing chemo. And I understand that one of the agreements is that he, or outside the plea bargain, is for him to be, to do the 30 days house arrest. We would like the court's consideration to be allow him to be able to take his wife to the chemo treatments. She does start chemo today, so that's one of those things that we would like. The other question that Mr. Fernandez had would be the possibility of, would this court entertain the possibility of him buying out the community service hours? Or would the court want him to perform the community
So
service?
we'll see how he does.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
All right. Do you have any children, grandchildren?
I have a grandchildren and 2 daughters, Your Honor.
All right. And how old are your grandchildren?
2 years old,
All right. And your other children, I'm assuming, are adults.
18 and 27.
Do you babysit your grandchild?
No, I work nights and my daughter works days, so my son-in-law works from home, so he's always with the baby.
Okay. All right. It appears that you have an alcohol problem. You're one of those people who should not be drinking at all, because this is your third DWI. And I don't know the circumstances behind the other DWIs from 2006 and 2009. But if those were DWIs picked up because something bad just happened, that's a problem, because then you drink when something bad happens. Or if they were picked up because you were celebrating things, then that's a problem. I will tell you, the life of the attorney is so difficult, and I understand why there are some attorneys who may have alcohol problems. You know why? Because you get cases
Dealing with people.
and they're bad cases, and then it's like, hey, let me have a drink to, decompress. And then you win a case, let me have a drink to decompress. So that appears to be the cycle you're in, and you're gonna have to stop that. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court is going to sentence you to 4 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 4 years. There's $1,000 fine that will be probated. DWI intervention, VIP live, ignition interlock for half the term, proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider with minors. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Ms. Abrams, if you can let them know to let him report by Zoom, since his wife is going to be doing chemo and he's with her, her immune system is going to be low. All right, so there'll be regular reporting by Zoom. There is to be regular UAs, 120 hours of community service restitution due to your wife's health issues, which I already know she's going to be just fine. It's going to work out. You have to put positive vibes out there.
We do.
I'm going to allow you to buy off the community service hours. That'll be at $7 per hour. And you can, through probation, get a list of charities. I always recommend the San Antonio Food Bank. The reason why I recommend them, because sometimes they're running low on food and that helps them out.
Absolutely.
But if you want to do it with them, you can do it with them.
Yes.
If there's somebody else on the list, you can.
That's one that I suggested, either that or I'm not sure whether Morgan's Wonderland does community service house, but those are the two that I had recommended. He looked
Okay,
at.
yeah. And then, and Morgan's Wonderland, that's great as well. All right, there's going to be a 2-year driver's license suspension. There'll be partial GPS for 60 days in lieu of the Bexar County Jail. And the reason why I'm doing that is, again, because of your wife's medical issues, and I know her immune system is going to be low, and the jail is not that clean of a place. And I'm giving you 60 instead of the 30 days because I'm putting you on partial. So I'm going to allow you to work, and I'm going to allow you to be at all medical appointments.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. I'm gonna want 90 sober meetings in 90 days. There'll be a TAP evaluation out of custody. And a referral to felony drug court. And field visit. One time. And let probation know if they're doing a field visit at his house to wear masks.
Yes, please.
All right. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question about what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we're gonna go off the record. Here's the thing. Drinking and driving is never a good idea because you could end up killing somebody. And then you're before me crying because you killed somebody, right? Nobody ever goes out drinking and says, you know what, let me get drunk and then drive drunk and then kill somebody. It ends up happening because people's thought processes are not where they are. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the people who end up getting killed are usually, for you, if you're driving with your wife, usually the passenger. The drunk driver usually comes away unscathed. You can see videos where they say, oh, there was a fireball, you know, a big explosion from this car accident. The driver, untouched, you know, just walked away with a few scrapes and scratches, and it's the intoxicated driver. So don't be that person. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. In this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. To grandchild, they come in here with a new job, best job ever. So again, that doesn't explain
No, that's what I'm
why.
saying. I really didn't come to lie to you because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to
Why
do.
not?
I have nothing, like, I mean, I really, my mind wasn't in the right frame, you know what I mean? I wasn't on my medication, I,
So what's your mental health diagnosis?
I have been diagnosed with, bipolar. Mhm.
All right.
But I'm on my meds now, I'm, like I said, my mind is, I really don't wanna go to.
Oh, nobody wants to go to prison.
Yes,
Even
sir.
people whose minimum sentence is 25. I've never had anybody to raise their hand and say, please, you know, like Charles Dickens, please, sir, may I go to prison?
Mhm.
Nobody ever wants to go to prison.
No.
All right. So the question becomes, what are we going to do with you? Number one, your TAP, if I follow this agreement, your TAP evaluation is going to be in custody.
Okay,
All right. Probation,
Yes, Judge.
is this probation's agreement a recommendation?
Yes, Judge, I do want to. I do want to see about getting all of the evaluations done in custody, Judge.
Okay. All right, so the court will deny the motion. Do a referral to felony drug court. I know if she is accepted to felony drug court, it's gonna have to be extended further, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. The reason why I'm recommending felony drug court is one, they have a dual diagnosis component, so they could help with mental health and they could also help with drug use.
okay,
But also the MIC evaluation in custody is a long it's a long time for that. So we'll do a referral to felony drug court. All right, you're gonna provide your address to probation. And that's gonna be the address where you need to be, you understand?
yes, sir.
There's gonna be field visits. One time per month until further notice. And there's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. And take in consideration night mag number 753121. Probation, is there anything else that's needed? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No,
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. If you don't want to potentially go to prison, then you need to do what's asked of you.
yes, ma'am.
When there are, I think it's so simple when there are rules. If the rules are report monthly, then just report monthly. And you know what you should ask yourself each time you don't want to do something? Do I want to do this, or would I like to potentially do?
By the end of this session, a pattern is impossible to ignore. One young man risking lives for fun, one defendant battling his own mind, another drowning pain in alcohol, and now a grandmother with bipolar disorder, a brand new grandson, and a probation record full of missed chances. The judge doesn't send her to state jail, but 6 extra months in custody evaluations, field visits, and strict rules make one thing crystal clear. Mercy is not the same as freedom. Was this the right balance between punishment and rehabilitation, or would you have locked her up? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more real courtroom stories like this.